our coffee nook, which is not completely finished. Okay, the kids' bunk is full of all of their clothes and sheets and bedding right now, but I am really excited how this turned out. Gideon's gonna sleep on the top bunk, Evie on the bottom, and then this is her sliding crib wall so that she doesn't fall out. Family pictures, craziness. Evie say cheese. Gideon say cheese. Cheese.
Hey everyone, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It is Monday, August 8th, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. So over the weekend, Jana Duggar Forsyth returned to social media. I know. She hasn't been online in a hot minute, and she actually showed up to post a video for her YouTube channel and share an update on her RV video from her brother Jeremiah's wedding 5 months ago. Yes, that's how far behind Joanna is on social media, and to share a post on her Instagram. So on her Instagram, this is what Joy had to say. Hi y'all, my short social media break turned into 6 months and I don't regret it one bit. This has been my favorite summer to date. We've been camping a lot, traveling a lot, working on house projects a lot, and spending some much needed time with extended family, church family, friends, and also just making the best memories with my husband and 2 kids. Thank you all for checking on us and for your love. Loving the stage in life. So it's interesting that she said extended family, church family, friends, and making the best memories with my husband and 2 kids. Not her immediate. So that was the photograph. She is wearing a super cute dress, and she was apparently at a wedding for Austin's cousin with the kids. And then she uploaded a video onto her YouTube channel, which if you're not following her YouTube channel, it's Follow the Forsyths. And her video was on that RV that they purchased. And they actually did quite a good job remodeling it. It had been completely gutted and pulled apart. And she showed off, that they had put in a little play area, the beds for the kids. Interestingly, she had one of the kids like in a bed in bunks, and then she was going to put like a little cage over it. And I was like, oh my gosh, a cage. Weird. But again, it's an RV, and she probably doesn't want her daughter to crawl out and be unsafe during the night. So during this video, we learned that she's going to be traveling in the RV with Austin to Nebraska to the wedding of her brother Jeremiah to his wife now Hannah. Okay. Now we've seen some of the stuff that Jeremiah and Hannah have put out for their wedding, and then we've seen photographs of the siblings at the wedding. We've also seen whatever the siblings have put out, which hasn't really been much at all. So this is like sort of the first video we've seen of them at the wedding. Now, interestingly, at the wedding, Joy did not show much interaction at all with any of her siblings. She showed very briefly some photographs they did as a family, Jeremiah and Hannah's first kiss, and getting Gideon ready to be the ring bearer. So he was like part of the group that went down the aisle and handed the ring to everyone, and super sweet, and she got him all dressed up and he looked very handsome. Now, what I noticed more than anything at this wedding was the rules that were broken by the Duggars in their attire. Okay? First off, Jinger wore pants to the wedding, which we already had talked about this, but I was shocked. Jinger wore pants and a blazer. It's Nebraska, it was April, it was probably chilly. What shocked me more though was that Jana Duggar wore a short-sleeved, form-fitting black dress that showed her knees, literally. Jana Duggar, who is 32 years old, at the wedding of her brother, wore a form-fitting black dress with short sleeves. A very, very stark change and deviation away from the strict modesty rules the Duggars have had for years. Jana wearing heels, showing her knees, form-fitting dress, short sleeves. And I'm talking like here sleeves. The Duggars generally didn't in the past ever show their arms. And form-fitting dresses, not usually how they wear dresses. It's usually more like flowy to not draw attention, the eye traps of the body. And she's wearing black. Black is not a color that the IBLP loves. They don't love to wear the color black. Dare me if you find people wearing black in the IBLP. Doesn't happen. So I was shocked to see that she broke rules with her dress. So Jinger wears pants, Jana's wearing a form-fitting black dress, and Joy is wearing a dress also that's flowy and shows her knees. Again, completely breaking rules. Now, Abby's outfit, totally IBLP approved, a long dress, past her knees with a sweater on top. Katie's dress, again, goes past her knees, mid-length arm, totally approved. Jinger wearing pants and a blazer to this wedding is one of the more shocking things that I've seen, because if you know anything about the Duggars, wearing pants for women is totally frowned upon. And for Jinger to wear pants to a wedding, I feel like sends a very strong message to her father and to her parents. So the Duggar girls are kind of paving their own way fashion-wise, and Jana breaking rules while still under the home of Jim Bob is shocking to me, which also makes me feel like Jim Bob doesn't have as much control or can't keep track of everything, given everything that's been happening with Josh. Also, on top of that, you have to remember this is April, not long before Josh's sentencing. Now, something I wanted to share with you is that a couple days ago, one of my followers sent me some photographs, and they had happened to run into the Duggars at Silver Dollar City in April. This might be around the same time that Joy was there, because in her video, she and Austin stopped at Silver Dollar City on the way to Nebraska as a sort of like a fun thing for the kids to do while they were traveling. So when they stopped at Silver Dollar City, I was shocked to see that Jim Bob Duggar was wearing a sweatshirt. Not only a sweatshirt, but a sweatshirt with print. So Jim Bob Duggar can't even keep to his own standards when he's out in public. I don't know if he was trying to blend in, but he definitely looked like Jim Bob. It was a Silver Dollar sweatshirt, Silver Dollar City sweatshirt, hoodie, by the way, form-fitting pants, sneakers, and then across the chest it said Silver Dollar City with multiple colors. So even Jim Bob can't adhere to the strict standards of the IBLP, which tells me that the Duggars pick and choose what they want to abide by and what they don't want to abide by. So for instance, getting a divorce, not allowed. Getting a divorce when your husband is a SO in prison for 10 years, Jim Bob will not allow it. Wearing a shirt that has eye traps on it and has print on it that takes away from your countenance, totally allowed if you're Jim Bob. Can't get divorced. You can wear a shirt that has graphic prints on it. They never used to wear graphic prints. Anyways, they said that Jim Bob was there with some of the kids and it was pretty uneventful. The Duggars love Silver Dollar City, and I'm sure they have annual passes, which I'm told are not cheap. They spend a lot of time in Missouri at Silver Dollar City. So not even Jim Bob can adhere to his own dress standards. And at the wedding, the rest of the kids were all there as well. Jill was there, and I should note that Kendra and Joe were there. Kendra did not look pregnant. I do not believe Kendra has had another child at all. Josh's kids were all there. Anna was there. We all know that the family was there. And I do believe that the person that people saw that looked pregnant was Katie and or Jill, because Jill was also at the wedding and she was also pregnant. I don't believe Kendra Duggar is pregnant. What I thought was interesting is that in the clips of the wedding video is that Joy did not show any interactions of her with any of her siblings. That either tells me they didn't want to be filmed or she just didn't want to put that in her channel. She put the wedding ceremony and then them walking off and throwing confetti on them as they left, but nothing with any of the siblings. She even panned out and you could see Jill at one point. She was standing right next to her, but never none of her siblings spoke on camera. So who knows? Overall, it looks like they're having a good time and enjoying stuff. And then in her comments, the only comment that Joy responded to, which I thought was interesting, was this. Someone criticized her for her RV with her kids' seats. And they said, putting your kids' car seats on a shelf with your kids in them is not safe. And Joy responded, the car seats are bolted and buckled to it. And someone said, there's always the one that knows how to keep kids safe. Joy did not respond to any of the positive comments. That was the only comment she responded to. Anyways, so the Duggar girls are breaking rules and forging their own way, but not even Jim Bob can adhere to his own standards. So do you think Jim Bob has the same kind of control on the kids now with the show gone? Or does Josh's current situation have Jim Bob so flustered and busy that he can't keep track of his own rules anymore? Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below. Bye, guys.